In 1943, a Pennsylvania dentist convinced FDR to fund a secret World War II weapon, bats armed with napalm. The result accidentally burned down a United States Army airfield on this day later that same year. Croatians Ira and Marijan kissed near the end of the Croatian War of Independence in 1995. At the 1939 World's Fair, Westinghouse showed off a robot that could smoke cigarettes. P-47 Thunderbolt Daddy Rabbit, with an impressive collection of mission symbols flown by Captain Neil D. Stanley of 391st Fighter Squadron, 366th Fighter Group, 9th Air Force in the European Theater of Operations, circa 1945. Paying his tab with gold dust, Klondike Gold Rush, 1899. Fortune teller at table, Hangzhou, China, 1908. The Mad Tea Party at Disneyland is one of the most iconic Disney attractions. Originally opening with the park on July 17, 1955. The Kennedy Children in 1928. Jesse James, photographed in 1864 at age 17 while serving as a Confederate guerrilla fighter. French soldiers goofing off before shipping out, 1914. The local priest takes a strong turn at the front and gives these Attila cyclists a break during their training run in preparation for the 1959 Giro d'Italia stage race. Italy, near Milan, 1959. Amsterdam coronation riots, 30 April, 1980. New York, May 16, 1918. Police experiment with a machine gun motorcycle. British ladies assemble Sten submachine guns in 1942. From the 1930s, when Nepal's King Judah Shumsher went on a hunting expedition. A German Shepherd and his human in 1943. Gas generator car in Madrid, October 25, 1941. Huge numbers of South Vietnamese civilians scale the 14-foot wall around the United States Embassy in Saigon on trying to reach evacuation helicopters as the last Americans departed from Vietnam, April 1975. Coachmen's strike in Buenos Aires, 1899. Loading a polar bear carcass onto Neptune, Hudson Bay, Nunavut, July 20, 1904. Abandoned boats during the California Gold Rush. Miss Jukebox, Paris, France, 1959. Children cool off under a makeshift street shower during the 1925 heat wave in D.C. Harry Houdini. Tightrope walker at a Ringling Brothers circus, circa 1905. The Berberov family with lion, Soviet Baku, modern-day Azerbaijan. 1970s. Three boys in Germany playing with their new Zeppelin toy, 1928. The Watts riots in Los Angeles, 1965. The mascot of Ascot, Mrs. Gertrude Schilling at Ascot, 1970s. Kyiv residents clear the rubble of destroyed buildings on Kreshchatyk Street near Kalinin Square, 1944. Inuit woman, Kutuktuk, in her beaded atigi, Fullerton Harbor, Nunavut, February 1905. Apache warriors armed with rifles, 1886. (1988). Ulster Loyalist militant Michael Stone attacks a provisional IRA funeral in Belfast with pistols and grenades. Russian President Vladimir Putin and TV host Larry King on the set of Larry King Live 2000. Putin had taken power just 4 months before the interview took place. (1950s), the streets of London carried the familiar excitement of Guy Fawkes Night. Children crafted effigies of Guy Fawkes, proudly displaying their creations on corners and outside shops while calling out "Penny for the Guy." Halloween costume in the 70s. Fully packed Londoners leave town, carrying golf clubs and a happy dog, for an Easter holiday break in 1930. Hans Martin Schleyer, a German business executive and former SS officer after being kidnapped by the far-left militant group Red Army faction in 1977. Marilyn Monroe, 1951. Vanessa Angel in a one-piece swimsuit, 1990s. Soviet soldiers raised the flag over the Reichstag on May 2, 1945. Member of Royal Dutch Navy demonstrates the Belgian version of how to defuse a sea mine. Vlieland, Netherlands, 1939. Coming home from school in Dartmoor, United Kingdom, circa 1981. Heather Locklear hugging a dog, 80s. A horse-drawn wooden snowplow in Kansas in 1912. Anastasia Vetrenkova, a resident of the village of Mironovka, with her children at a destroyed house, Ukraine, 1943. Soviet soldiers evacuate a wounded soldier across a river, 1943. Benito Mussolini and his mother, 1884. The only black soldier of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, 1915. Robert Wadlow standing next to other people. In this 1940 photo, taken during his vacation in St. Petersburg, he's seen trying to squeeze into an elevator, towering over everyone around him. An elderly couple met for a beer at a bar. New York City, 1950. Princess Margaret in the bathtub wearing the tiara, 1962. Kent State University during a demonstration against the Vietnam War. Students dive to the ground as the guard fires on faculty and students, May 4th, 1970. Italian young man photographed, 1899. Halloween costumes in the 1970s. Lucy the Giant Elephant. She was built in Margate, New Jersey in 1881. It's one of America's oldest roadside tourist sites. Solid family photo taken in the backyard in 1996. Construction of the Panama Canal. The aftermath of the flood in Leningrad, September 1924. Children wearing very scary masks for Halloween. This is how they took selfies in 1949. Theodore Roosevelt taking a rest while on a safari. Woman water skiing next to someone also water skiing while playing piano. Snow bunny on an unseasonably cold Easter in New Jersey, 1970. Singaporean workers transport boxes on bicycles, 1969. British South Asians in London protesting against neo-fascists after the murder of Atlab Ali, 1978. Rambling Gold makes a world record high jump of 12 feet and 2 inches, 1925. Benicio del Toro and Parker Posey, photo by Mark Seliger, 1995. In 1915, Wilma Russey, New York City, became the first woman taxicab driver. Bucharest residents posing for photos with a Romanian flag cut out in the middle during the Romanian Revolution in December 1989. The first mermaid show at Weeki Wachee Springs State Park, Spring Hill, Florida, 1940s. Lou Alcindor's graduation at UCLA, 1969, later known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. (1974) photo of Spanish dictator Francisco Franco presenting the Grand Cross of the Order of Isabella the Catholic to Saddam Hussein, then vice president and de facto ruler of Iraq. German railway gun Krupp Eisenbahnlafette, K-12 firing, 1942. Ted Turner launches Cartoon Network outside its new headquarters in Atlanta, October 1st, 1992. A Japanese kamikaze plane attacks the American cruiser Louisville, 1945. Miners shower after a shift in a coal mine, United Kingdom, 1940. A woman greets her son, an Austrian prisoner of war returning home to Vienna, 1947. Contortionist only known by the name Percy. A segregated classroom in Mississippi, 1939. On May 17, 1954, the Supreme Court issued its ruling in Brown v. Board of Education, declaring racially segregated public education inherently unequal. Aboriginal group, Central Taiwan, 1900s. Dog giving you a very good reason to vote in the 1964 election. British troops patrol the Bogside, a predominantly Catholic neighborhood in Derry, 1971. Two ladies light their cigarettes circa 1890s. The Northern Territory Special Reconnaissance Unit, NTSRU, was an irregular warfare unit of the Australian Army during World War II, composed mainly of Aboriginal people from the Northern Territory. Squadron leader Donald Thompson training the NTSRU. Hindenburg disaster, Lakehurst, New Jersey, 1937. Palestinian women and children transferring water, Ain Karim Village, 1944. A bust in front of a destroyed cathedral 2 miles from the atomic bomb detonation site, Nagasaki, Japan, 1945. Horses wearing gas masks during World War I. Two girls standing outside of a snow fort, 1910. Moroccan soldiers belonging to the French foreign detachments dragging a Nazi flag during the liberation of Mulhouse, France, 1944. Chefs at the Berkeley Hotel showing off their 6-foot Christmas pudding, 1920s. Harrison Ford hanging around in his workshop, 1984. Children are playing Ring-a-Ring-a Roses on a street marked with graffiti reading "No Surrender in Belfast, Northern Ireland" in 1962. Girls in bathing suits, England, 1919. School children demonstrate against conscription, Liverpool, 1980s. Woman in a dress decorated with fish scales, 1921. Diver vacuuming the aquarium floor of the Miami Seaquarium in 1959. Aloysia Wagner, born 1906, was a famous German sideshow performer. She was born with tetra amelia syndrome, which caused a lack of arms and legs. Columns of the SS Corps Danmark, Freikorps Danmark, passed through the streets of Copenhagen, 1945. The Branch Davidian compound at Mount Carmel was engulfed in flames on April 19, 1993, ending a 51-day siege outside Waco. 82 members of the Branch Davidian organization were died. Lone Wolf and Etla, Kiowa Apache, 1860. In May 1945, during VE Day celebrations in Paris, a procession of wartime political prisoners and deportees at the Arc de Triomphe Little Trainer. The 100-meter sprint, the very first event of the first modern Olympic Games, Athens, April 6, 1896. Chaplin and Gandhi, Canning Town, London, England, United Kingdom, Sept. 22, 1931. An auxiliary territorial service girl crew, dressed in warm winter coats, works a searchlight near London on January 19, 1943, trying to find German bombers for the anti-aircraft guns to hit. A man poses with a motorcycle equipped with skis in order to travel through the snow in Kehrsatz, Switzerland during World War I. People around a Sculpitone jukebox watching a music video. Paris, France, 1963. School uniforms from mid-1920s China. Moments after the signature of Concordat signed between the Vatican and Nazi Germany by Hitler, and later confirmed by Pope Pius XIII. Coffee Queen of 1940, Peggy Van Vliet, posing inside the world's largest iced coffee glass with, well, an iced coffee. Bruce Lee with his master Yip Man. Raquel Welch dances with United States troops during a USO show in Da Nang, Vietnam, 1967. Beijing, 1966. Citizens of the Soviet Union participate in China's anti-revisionism parade, defending the principle of revolution over reform. A 1930 shot of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, Times Square from above. These parades had begun in 1924. Times Building, 42nd Street and Longacre Square, soon to be renamed Times Square, New York, circa 1904. Playboy models at Dunn's River Falls, Ocho Rios, Jamaica, 1972. Ford Aurora II designed as the living room on wheels, 1969. In 1964, Bobby Fischer, age 21, playing chess against 50 opponents simultaneously, he won 47, drew 2. Albert Einstein as a grad student, 5 years before he revolutionized physics, 1900. Frank Sinatra, 1965. Able nuclear test, 23 kilotons, airburst 160 miles, Bikini Lagoon, 1st July 1946. The purpose of the tests was to investigate the effect of nuclear weapons on warships.